Hello, everybody. It's me, your best friend, Ben, and this is Tuesday night edition of Your Best Friend, Ben, and what we got talking about tonight. Listen, I got some stuff talking tonight. Listen, you don't want to miss this because I'm telling you what, we are all confused. We're all missing the mark, but tonight we're going to make some decisions about not being negative anymore. Listen, what I want to talk about, Facebook, I'm glad you're here. TikTok, I'm glad you're here. Whoever else is here, I'm glad you're here. Check it out. What I want to talk about is, for one, make sure you follow me on all platforms because it's a good time and I've always got something good to talk about and I always got some good news and all of that. I am on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. I got a new marketing girl that's making it happen. Listen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in TikTok. Listen, what I want to do is I want to just jump right in and talk about this because y'all don't want to miss it. What I want to talk about tonight is this. We need to share and show a little more love. We need to show a little more mercy, and we need to show a little more grace. And I'm not even going to go into the whole forgiveness thing because y'all already know y'all need that. I mean, I'm just here to say y'all already know that y'all need to start showing more grace, mercy, and forgiveness. All right? Y'all hear me there? All right. So what's going to happen tonight is I'm going to start here. I'm trying to get my screens all together so I can see some stuff because I'm going to tell you this. What I really want to talk about is this. I want to talk about, let's make sure I got some sound. What I want to talk about this is expectations. I want to talk about expectations. I want to talk about why you can expect, why you do not need to expect, and what friendship, what everyday life, and things as that nature is about. All right. So what I want you to do is I hope everybody just take a few moments and just relax a little bit and kind of take some deep breaths. I didn't do a lot of preparing for this tonight because I'm just going to be here to tell you this, that this week has been a lot. This year has been a lot. This month has been a lot. And I don't even know what else to do. And to be honest with y'all, because it's just basically a lot. You know, sometimes in January, you know, there's a lull and there's a thing that we all slow down and we don't really do a lot of anything, and business slows down and whatever else. Now, I understand that a lot of people have told me this year that January was forever. Okay, that's fine. January was forever. But I didn't seem to take a break. I didn't seem to slow down. I didn't seem to go through a lull, a time of just dragging. Now, it was forever, but understand this. Business, people, friends, people that needed things, people that expected things from me, people that was on the verge of breakdown, waiting for me to talk to them, because in the coaching world, I love being a life coach, all right? I love that. It makes me happy. It does more for me than you could even think, TikTok. Life coaching is the best thing ever. However, side note, over here, TikTok, what I'm talking about today is some things, all right? So I'm talking about expectations. I'm your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures, and I'm on all the platforms. But what I want to talk about is this, expectations. I want to talk to you about this in the hair world. You all know that I'm a hairdresser by trade, and that's what I do in the daytime. And let me just tell you this. I want to make sure that nobody misses this. Nobody misses this. Expectations of people. When you expect things from people, you put a whole different light on them, all right? And I was taught a long time ago by a very dear friend that you should never expect things from your friends. You should never expect things from your family. Because when you expect things from these friends or these family, guess what? You're only going to get hurt. You're only going to get hurt. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Because I know that you expect things from me. All right, I know that. I ain't mad about it, but I know you do. So what happens is we try to make sure that somewhere in our heart, our minds, our souls, our beings, that we make sure that we keep a little bit of hold to make sure we make you happy. Because deep down we know that you expect something. You expect this or that. That's just the way it is to be a human. That is the fleshy side of you, TikTok, the fleshy side of being a human is you are expecting something from somebody. Stay with me a little bit, all right? So I'm going to go a little journey. So if you go to get your hair done, let's just dive on in. If you go to get your hair done, all right, and there's something that you want. Okay, so remember, this is a paid service. So whatever you want, most of the time you get, unless it's something just terrible, you ain't going to get it, whatever, I get it. There's some hairdressers out there that don't, if you want to do something stupid, they'll still do it. But I ain't going to. I don't got time for that, okay? But I am a person of compassion, a person of wanting to make sure I build you up, and I'm a person that is here for you. Saying that, what I mean is, if you want something ugly and it's going to make you feel bad, TikTok, I ain't going to do it. Saying that if you going to want something that's going to be crazy that you already told me you don't like, I ain't going to do it. But when you're paying for something, that person that's going to do it for you, the truth is, and stay with me, they don't care what you get as long as you get something. I say they don't care, TikTok, what you get as long as you paying. All right? So they're expecting to get a service, whether it's from a picture, whether it's from a conversation, or what it's from. That's what they want because they're getting paid. When you go to a restaurant and your server comes to your table and they ask you, do you want tea, Coke, something from the bar? Guess what? They simply mean that. Do you want tea, Coke, or something from the bar? They don't give a mess what you get. They're doing their job and their thing they're walking in to help you get what you need, TikTok. They don't care what you get. But when they ask you, do you want these things? You got to tell them. All right. So don't get confused when you think that that server is expecting you to go above and beyond, because that server is expecting you to tell them what you want to drink. I'm just talking about drinking. I ain't even talking about food yet. So when you go to get your nails done, TikTok, and that nail technician asks you, what color would you like for your nails? That nail tech don't give two messes about what color you get on your fingernails, because guess what? They're getting paid whether they do yellow, green, black, or blue, TikTok. They're getting paid. So don't expect that person to go out of their way and do something crazy for you because they're just getting paid. All right. Now, there's some of us that sit back and we want to make sure that that purple that you're picking for your fingernails is going to match your personality, or it's going to match your skin tone, or it's going to match for what you need. And those nail techs, guess what? I'm just keeping it honest right now because it's just a lot going on today and yesterday and this week. And in the service industry, we all need to make sure we share things with each other, okay? And so what I'm saying is, if you want yellow on your yellow-skinned hands, we're not going to do that. But you get somebody basic, don't care they did for work. You want yellow, your hands are yellow, everything's yellow, fine, I'll paint your nails. I don't give a mess what you get because they're getting paid. But when you get somebody that cares for you in any realm of service industry that is getting paid, TikTok, when you are getting that and you talk about something, if you ask me, I want yellow on my fingernails, and if I say, you probably don't want yellow on your fingernails, and you say, why? I said, because your skin is yellow. It don't look good. Get a different color. Because I care about you and the way you look. If you come to me and you say, you know what, I want green hair. Guess what I'm going to say? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you green hair because you know why? Because you already struggling with your makeup. You already feeling bad. You already acting crazy. You already need a boyfriend. All the things. I'm not going to give you green hair. But I'm that person. I'm the person that cares a little bit more for you and about you. I'm going to look out. I'm going to take a little bit of extra. Okay? Stay with me a little bit now. I know I'm going a little bit around, but it's all going to round back up and it's all going to be real good. But what I'm saying is, when you have somebody that takes a little bit of time and goes out on a limb to help you feel better and to help you get to the next point and to help you go beyond what you expect for yourself, you need to be grateful. Because the service world is hard. The service world, meaning hair, nails, servers, massage therapists, your lawn care man, the people that wash your car, the people that, your teachers that's teaching your kid. Give them. Listen, it's just too much. It's just too much. So what I'm talking about tonight is expectations. You expect the most, but we want to pay for the less. I say we expect the most, but we're going to pay for the least. Okay, listen. Again, let me go back to this. Let me go back. So through life, who you want to carry yourself around with, who you want to concern yourself with, who you want to be circled around in your little realm, you want them to be looking out for you. You want them to help you become the best you there is. And if they're not there for you, been here. I'm talking the good and the bad right now. I'm talking coaching and hair world and service world and all that. I'm talking the help world is what I'm talking. If they ain't for you, what? They against you. If they don't want you to look good, guess what? They want you to look bad. That's not right? That's not the whole truth, and that don't seem like it's right to say that. Well, you better get somewhere else because that's real. If they don't want you to look good, then they must want you to look bad. Look, remember, you got to be honest and upfront with people. Honest and upfront with people. We are in a place today in this world where you cannot expect someone to do the most for you. You can't expect someone to help you go beyond their job title or whatever. Go beyond that. It just ain't the way it is anymore. Because those of us that do go beyond, those of us that do go far and wide and do all the extra things, sometimes they're not appreciated. Oh, don't get concerned with me because I'm fine. Everything with me is good. I'm happy as everything can be. But what I'm saying to you is I'm keeping it real. All right. When you go to church on Sunday, you get a good sermon and everything feels good and you go home. All right. Or when you read a good book and you tell your friends about it, you don't always tell the bad parts. When you have a good conversation with somebody that cares about you, you say all the good things. But TikTok, we don't always say the bad parts of that. We don't always say what we got in trouble about or what we need to work on. What we say is only the good and positive. So it all goes back to having a good support system. It all goes back to having a good support system and people that looks out for each other. But it also it also means you have to be honest. You have to be upfront. You have to keep things here. You can't go around and expect that somebody's going to look. You cannot go around and expect things to be this way when you don't verbalize, TikTok, what you really want. You can't tell them you want Coke when you really want tea. Yeah. You can't tell your nail technician that you want yellow when you want red. But when you get up in the morning, you should know how you're going to want your day to go. When you get up in the morning, you should know you are going to conquer that day. You know you're going to drive your car, not your husband's car. Because chances are when you went to sleep last night, I ain't driving his truck, I'm driving my car. I know that sounds silly, but what I'm saying is this. You know what your answer is and what you need to do. So why are you waiting around for somebody to be like, yeah, I think they probably want to do something different? No! And then it's somebody else's fault because you didn't get the color you want? It's somebody else's fault because you didn't get stiletto nails, you got whale tails? What? Get out of here. Because the lawman cut your grass too short, but yet you didn't tell him, and then you mad at him? Get out of here. Listen, what I'm talking about is expectations of people are good and bad. When you expect things out of people, it's not always good. We're in a place today where, unfortunately, COVID taught us all that you can do whatever you want and you don't have to show any remorse. You can sit on yourself at home and not do nothing else. I say you can sit on yourself at home and not do anything else. Hey, Cindy! But let me tell you something. You got to get up and do what's right for you. And follow the people that follow you. Help the people that help you. Support the people that support you. Show grace, show mercy, show forgiveness, show compassion. Y'all, this life is hard. And you can get chewed up and sucked out and spit somewhere else. Or you could realize that you take control of what is yours. You drive your own bus of life. You are the one that makes the decision. If you want to be happy, guess what? You need to wake up in the morning and choose happiness. Did you hear that? You need to wake up in the morning, Facebook, and choose happiness. You need to wake up in the morning and put your clothes on and brush your teeth and look cute and present yourself to the world, because you know why? The world is mine. What? Please. I'm telling you this. I'm at a point in life where I am done doing everything for everybody else. It's time that we have to live for ourselves. Understand, I'm doing my job. And I'm doing hair and all the things. I'm doing my job and I'm coaching because that's my job. And I love that. That is a passion. That's a burning desire in me. I get paid for that. That's my job. Now, sharing the good news, sharing the gospel, doing all the things like that and pouring myself out for the next person. It's just who I am. It's not a job. It's what I'm here for. Building the next person up. That's what I'm here for. But I'm not here to be ran over. I'm not here to be taken advantage of, just like you all. You're here to be you. You're here to be you. TikTok, you're here to be you. Be yourself. Don't be anyone else. Be yourself and take on your own life's journey. Stop blaming it on everybody else. Stop causing problems for yourself because you're insecure. I had someone tonight in the chair before we left. This was a hair client. And she was talking about her friend called, was so mad because her cousin or whoever or whatever was like, you don't want to invite me over because you don't like me and you're this and that. You never invite me over because of this, and this, and because I have a new boyfriend and whatever. And the lady on the phone was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I didn't know we had a problem. And so, been here, I'm the one that's listening. You don't have a problem. The girl has a problem. If she's insecure, that's her fault, not yours. If you're insecure, TikTok, and you're projecting it on other people, that's your problem. When people don't stop to coddle you and help you, that's your problem. So get your stuff together and let's move forward. Stop praying for things to get better when you're still crying about stuff that's wrong. Somebody, stop praying and crying. Listen. Stop crying about stuff when you're still praying for it to get better. When it's already better, you just got to get over it. So don't project your insecurities on people that are there for you and that care about you and then complain about it, TikTok. That's what I'm talking about. Shelby, I'm glad you're here because you know what? I love you, my friend. I'm so glad you're here. And so what we have to do is share good news and share positive things and not be worried about what people are expecting out of us when they don't even expect the same thing out of themselves. I need to write that down. I'm not going to get tied up waiting and wondering and getting myself all screwed up and crazy-headed up here. When guess what? When I'm worried about what you're expecting out of me, but you don't expect it out of yourself. When you're expecting something out of me, but you don't expect it out of yourself. Listen, I tell y'all this. You support the ones who support you. You stand behind the ones that stand behind you, that hold you up. We're here we have a chance to make a difference. We have a chance to hold up and help each other out. Let's stop tearing each other down. It doesn't matter about whatever's going on in the politics. Doesn't matter what color your hair is. Doesn't matter what color you have on your nails. Just be grateful somebody's painting your fingernails. Yeah, you're paying for it. But just be grateful they're there for you. Please, get out of here. They don't care. They're doing a job. Appreciate them, show compassion, show mercy to them, and just build them up. And if you want to ask them, hey, does purple look good on my hands? Then they're going to tell you their honest answer. But otherwise, they don't really care what color you get. I guess a lot of that means a lot of people don't care what you do. But I'm over here like this. If you're going to expect something out of me, I'm going to start expecting it out of you. But let me tell you something. Don't get it twisted when I'm sitting around here helping you TikTok and building you up, Facebook, Instagram, wherever else you're watching this. I'm sitting here building you up and helping you. Nah. Don't come back and try to tear me down. Do not try to tear somebody down that has given their all to look out for you. And you also need to be careful what you say to some people. You know how they talk about a breakup and you're mad and you're angry and you hate that husband or boyfriend and you never want to go back to them and how bad they are? You better make sure you tell it to the right person, to the right friend. Because some of those people, guess what? They're going to cut you off when you go back to that boyfriend, when you go back to that husband, when you go back and do all that. Just saying. Watch what you say. Watch what you say. I share stuff like this with my people and my friends and people that follow me and all the things. I share it here because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Tambria, I'm glad you see it. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Will. It's good to see you, buddy. Wanda, I love you, my friend. Listen, we have to take care of ourselves. But we also have to take care of each other. And if you're a teacher, if you're a preacher, some of you preachers and pastors that you go to church with, they're not looking out at you and telling you need to get your stuff together. But I'm a coach. I'm a coach of this world, and I've got some good God in me, and I'm going to tell you, you need to stop. It's time for you to stop asking for the same thing and standing in the prayer line every darn time you at the church when guess what? You ain't trying to change. Somebody can write that down. Get out of the prayer line if you ain't going to change. Stop expecting stuff from somebody when you ain't even got nothing out of yourself. Let me just stop. Let me stop. Listen, I did not mean to go in all this. I want to be here and I want to be honest and upfront with people and it's like a reflection. Okay. As a coach, what we do is we help people. And I know I am going on a tangent and on a rant. All right. So don't judge me, your best friend, Ben, the Benjamin Adventures. The difference is what I can say, what I want to say is this, hashtag all of it. Your best friend, Ben. They don't say coach. They don't say intuitive precepts coaching right there. They don't say anything about that. That says your best friend. If you don't got a best friend that don't tell you the truth, then you don't got a best friend. Oh, your best friend Ben. If you don't got a best friend TikTok that tells you the truth, then you don't got a best friend. So keep roaming around acting crazy. Stop expecting the most from people when you ain't even willing to pay the least. When you're not even willing to put in the effort to help change yourself, don't reach out for somebody to try to help you get better. Do not reach out. Do not ask for all these things if you're not prepared to change. Listen, I love you and appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're here for me, and I'm so sorry that I kind of got on a tangent and all the things, but what I want to say is this. All we have to do is stay strong, stay encouraged, and watch out for each other. But I can't watch out for you if you're stabbing your own self in the back. I can't help you if you're tearing yourself down. I'm talking about if I'm your hairdresser, or if I mow your grass, or if I'm your life coach. Don't beg and want me to help you and me build you up, only for you to go home and tear yourself down. And some of you need to realize, don't do it. Don't tear yourself apart after somebody just built you up. Don't go to church and ask for prayer for something and you feel good about it, but before you leave the church doors, you've already started worrying about it. That's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. Don't get red fingernails and be mad as hell about it before you go out the door because you wish you would have got blue. That's your own fault. If your prayers ain't coming true, ain't coming to pass, for one, it may not be time. But for two, you might be too dumb to realize that it's already here. Because you done questioned it too many times. Because you're going back crying over it. When you divorce somebody, you divorce them. You move forward. When you spill milk, you clean it up. And you go forward. You don't pour the milk out again. Now, sometimes by accident, you could pour the milk out again, but that's not here nor there. Listen, I love you and appreciate you. I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Follow, share, comment, do all the things. I am your best friend, Ben. This is the Benjamin Adventures, and the Benjamin Adventures only says that I'm here to share my adventures. If you hear one thing, if you learn one thing, if anybody hears one thing and it makes a difference and it resonates with them, that is what this is for. I'm not here to be famous. I'm not here to be a social media influencer. I'm here just getting on here to talk because you know why? Because I can. Follow me on all those places. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of the stuff. But I am your best friend Ben because sometimes you just need to hear what's real. Sometimes you need to understand that stop not getting what you want because you're not asking for it. I'm going to say that again. Stop not getting what you want because you're not asking for it. That can go in a lot of different ways. Expect the best, you'll get the best. Ask for what you want, chances are you're going to get what you want. Don't waste people's time to encourage you, to build you up, to help make your life better, only to doubt yourself. Only to doubt yourself. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, and I'm sorry to go crazy and I'm sorry to be on that tonight, but today was a day that sometimes people need to hear stuff like that. So Facebook, TikTok, stay there. I'm going to sign off with Facebook. Facebook, I love and appreciate you, and I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you can see me, and I'm so glad that you can follow your best friend Ben, because you know what? You may not like all I say. You may not like everything I say, but sometimes you need to hear it. And it's just me, the Benjamin Adventures. I love you and appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so happy that you're here for me. I'm happy to be here for you. And I also want to make sure that if you need me, you yell, you stay out of trouble, you do all the things. And remember, you got to take care of yourself. Listen, for me tonight, I love you and appreciate you. I'm so happy that you're here. I so am grateful that you spend space and time with me. It's a lot. Listen, life is hard and it's troublesome, but all we have to do is stick together with your group of people, with your tribe, with your environment, your people. I love you and appreciate you. Until next time, love, peace, and power from within. I love you, friends.